Do you play racing games?
No, I personally do not. I play a couple. I play a lot of older ones, I'd say.
Well, give me some examples of the older
Let's
ones.
see, like Burnout, Need for Speed Underground, stuff like that. The really good game, like good style racing games. The ones that probably any racing model game in the future could definitely build off to succeed.
Well, I have some bad news. This is a terrible game that we're about to look at. Hey guys, this is Brex.
And I'm Sir Jeffers.
And today we're looking at Nash Racing. From the very first time that I took off, I realized immediately that the AI in this game is absolutely atrocious. Do you see this? It's like Demolition Derby. They slide all over the place. They have no understanding of anything that's going on around them. I did not understand what was going on at all from the very beginning.
I can definitely see it. I'm just seeing cars back into each other. It looks like the handling's all weird. It's just, what is even happening? Like, they're coming to a turn, but they're turning way too hard. It looks even hard to control. It looks like you're having issues as well.
It is, and I'm a racing game fanatic. I love playing racing games. The physics in this game are not realistic at all. I understand what they're trying to do. Do you see how the tires are leaving skid marks everywhere that it goes?
Yeah.
Like the two back tires. What they're trying to emulate is the fact that if you punch the gas in real life, that's what would probably happen. But also what they're trying to do is make it realistic in the sense that if you try to turn a car while you're braking, the car isn't going to respond. But instead, what they've done is make it where the car never responds, ever. And I don't understand what they were thinking when they did this. So I thought maybe they were going for a drifting type game, right? So I started using the handbrake. And then when you use the handbrake, all you do is spin around the track like the AI does. The physics are just out of whack. Like, I don't think this game is finished. It can't be.
It definitely doesn't look like it. No, don't get me wrong. The look of it looks like it has potential. Maybe if it was converted from more into, like... It looks like it's trying to be a serious, more style racing game. If they try to convert it into more of, like, a comedy one, maybe that, poor handling is there on purpose. Maybe. But it looks like they're trying to make it look professional, as you mentioned, but they're just failing a little too much on it. For my own personal taste, I can agree with you on that standpoint.
Yeah, I thought maybe it was a keyboard and mouse issue. Maybe it was supposed to be played with a controller, so I plugged in my DualShock and nope, the same exact issues happened again. And I understand this isn't going to be Gran Turismo, this isn't going to be Forza, this is an independently developed game, but at the same time, I've played games on PS1 that were more physically realistic than this is, and that's just super disappointing to me. They try also to give you a little bit of customization options, and when you go in there, you can like change the headlights or the rims or the side skirts, the spoilers, etc., etc. But for me, that was kind of wonky too. Like the color sliders didn't work, and I can understand that if it's carbon fiber because you can't really paint carbon fiber or it doesn't look like carbon fiber anymore. But even that was like so disappointing. And there's two different ways to play. You can play the AI, which as I showed you, every time you leave the starting grid, they just all slide and crash into each other before you get to the first turn. So I ran some time trials as well. Those were slightly less janky. They were not as many other cars to run into, but at the same time, the car that you were driving still doesn't respond and handle very well, so it was totally disappointing.
It almost looks like it. Maybe what they could have done is, if they would have maybe scaled back the customization part, which although is nice, maybe scale back the customization part of it and focus more on the gameplay itself and then come back to it.
Yeah, the gameplay first and foremost has to be improved. If they don't improve the gameplay, then there isn't even a game here, in my opinion. I would feel bad for ripping this game so hard, but as a racing game fan, I can't help it. It doesn't look bad graphically until it starts dropping frames and stuff. I don't know, man. I just can't. I want to find something good to say about the game, but I'm just so disappointed.
Is that car's like back end removed from itself? What is that?
Yeah, doesn't it look like it? I don't know what is going on there.
Is the trunk popped? Is it like...
Yeah, it does. It looks like they were putting the body kit on and they were like halfway through and were like, fuck it, good enough.
My goodness, I feel, oh god, sliding. I feel really, really bad as well, because don't get me wrong, you know me, Rexy boy, I play so much, I play indie games, I love a good indie game, whether it be racing, fighting, I don't even like racing or fighting or sports games even. I love a good indie game though, no matter what kind it is, and I just cannot, whoa.
Oh yeah, that's another thing that happened. The button to shift with is E, and the key next to that is R, and that respawns you, so I accidentally respawned myself. So I don't even like the key mappings in this, and I figured out what it was. Why does the bottom half of that car look like that? That's the damage, and it shows damage, and the thing is, the damage isn't realistic either because it does not affect the performance of the car at all. It just looks like it does. And see, look, I did this on purpose. I stopped at the starting grid just to see what they would do, and look what they're doing. They're just running all over each other.
What is... What is this? Oh my god, that car's ditto, and oh my god, I cannot do this. This is like, I'm sorry, I love a good indie. Oh my god, I was watching you jump around. I love a good indie game. I don't understand what they went for here. It definitely needs to be improved. I wholeheartedly agree. There's something here. Looks like it can almost be something. They just need to take a little less time actually doing all the added stuff, the damage, the designing, and do a little more for gameplay, and then come back to this idea, and I guarantee it would make it a much better game right off the bat.
Well, I'm glad that you are having that positive outlook on it. I don't really have a lot of hope for the game. Right now, it is on Steam. They want $3.99 for it. I can't recommend it for that price. I can't recommend you install it. Like, I can't recommend you take the space off of your hard drive to put this game on your computer at this point, because I just was so disappointed in it. As a fan of the genre, oh man, I just couldn't, man. I'm sorry.
I couldn't see it either, unfortunately. But and then again, I'm not one to just buy racing games. If I were, I couldn't see it. I'm just watching. Like, when you respawn, you just get slammed off to the side too. It looked from like where you were driving. It's wonky. The physics are off. They spent too much time trying to improve like customization and, you know, like the customization and the damage. They spent not enough time on the actual gameplay mechanics of it is what I'm seeing here. I just couldn't do it myself. So $3.99, I'd have to take a pass. I mean, for like 99 cents, okay. But is it a big game? Does it take a lot of space up? It can't. It doesn't look like it could. I mean, is it that bad on space?
No, it's not that bad. I think it took 3 minutes for me to download it, so it can't be that big.
Okay, well that ain't the worst then. But it's buggy. But it's still in development, I'm sure. So it's buggy. I can see that being fixed. I have, and no matter what game it is, I have hope. But this game, I'm sorry. I'm gonna go play like Bicycle Manager Simulator, and I'm gonna go like Tour de France on someone. I'd rather be doing that than this. And
dude, I would rather play with one of those Hot Wheels race wheel tracks. But if you guys are interested, please check it out on Steam. If you think I was too hard on it and you'd like to decide for yourself, feel free, go right ahead. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to watch another one of those videos in your face right now. This has been Brax.
And I'm So Jeffers.
And we'll see you guys on the next one.
Bye!